I'm back. Hi, hello. I went back to Ann Arbor for not the first time since I graduated, but the first time since 2019. I miss it so much. Ann Arbor is everything to me. It is so special. And it's one of the few cities in America I feel that truly fit that European city where it's a small city that's walkable, that isn't Chicago, New York, LA, and just massive. And there's nature, there's trees, it's amazing. There's truly not a greater place. I had an outfit change and I'm back with a special guest star. If you're wondering how the kitties have been doing, they're doing great. He wants dinner right now. If you can't tell, he's put on a couple pounds. He's living the good life here. Look how big she is. We got her a little collar. She doesn't like it. She already has managed. Now you're jealous? Yeah. She's already managed to take it off once. She's so snuggly. She's the sweetest cat. When I was in college, it felt like breathing. Studying English, studying Spanish, it was like breathing, and now I am suffocating. And I've been suffocating since I started law school, and that is so tough. It is so tough from going to doing exactly what you want to do to a career that you know is good for your family and good for your future. And it just really sucks. I am grateful that I have a job, and I know so many people don't have a job. I don't know what we do because not everyone can be a doctor, lawyer, engineer. And even now, lawyer, doctor, it's so expensive, engineering too, but the ones that require grad school especially, it is so expensive. At least where I'm at right now, if you don't want to be a lawyer, if you are not an engineer, there really are a lack of opportunities, and we've taken a lot of the different careers, aspects, everything, all of that's going away. So I just wanted to take some clips from Ann Arbor. It was so great to be back. It was so great to be back in the English literary sphere again. I'm gonna keep on reading, try to write, try to fight the good fight, and leave the attorney world, hopefully for good, very soon. I'm reading East of Eden by John Steinbeck. It really is a showstopper. It is fantastic. I'm a little over halfway through now. It's speaking to me in ways that Brothers Karamazov did, that Mrs. Dalloway does. So I'm so pleased about that. And I'm excited to just continue with that one. Then when I was in Ann Arbor, I did pick up one book. I've been going a bit crazy with the books lately. Had to go to Literati. I had to get a book, so I got Die My Love by Ariana Harwitz. I was sold because I opened it up and read the French flap, not even 2 words in, and compared to Virginia Woolf, she's from Buenos Aires. It's about a woman who lives in the French countryside. She is battling her demons, and it's about family, belonging, but I was really drawn to it because of the writing style and it being like Virginia Woolf. This one's translated by Sarah Moses and Carolina Orloff. So I'm very excited to get to that one. Current audiobook listen is The Great Hunt by Robert Jordan. I am continuing with my Wheel of Time journey. I'm 80% through, like 50-ish% through, and I hit what I thought was a little bit of a slow spot, but continuing on with that now, and it has been such a comfort. It's been so great. I listened to I read the last one. I read the last one physically this time last year when I was retaking the bar exam. So this has just been such a comfort. I think I like it better on audiobook. I don't know. I liked both. So I think I'll jump back and forth. And at this rate of one book a year, I should finish just as I'm turning 40. But seriously, I've been really enjoying them. Plague is very, very talkative right now. They'll say hi later, I'm sure. Chronologically, I don't really know how this vlog is flowing. I know it started in Ann Arbor, and that was several weeks ago. So I think it's just been stretching on a little bit, but clips here and there. I got some cool clips. So I do want to turn this into a vlog. The latest clip that I got is I went to Charleston, Illinois. It was pretty much a 3-hour round trip, and I was there for an hour. So that was an entire morning, and it was a lot, but I did stumble upon a little bookstore. I saw a sign, it was part of the building that said Bookstore, and I could see from a distance that it really wasn't going to be a bookstore. And I walked up, and it turned out it was a gallery, which was closed. Otherwise, I would have maybe gone in. But I was like, I'm just gonna look it up. And I'm so glad I did, because around the corner there was a little bookshop, a little used bookshop, and it was like finding a little slice of paradise after a very long morning, waking up early and driving quite a long ways. So I popped in for probably about 20 minutes, and I just went straight to the fiction section, and I was having some luck at the end of the alphabet. Yes, I bought yet more books, but I got all of these for under $20. The first one I picked up was Turgenev, Fathers and Sons. I've been wanting to read this one for a while, and just look how deliciously old this edition is. So this is the Foreign Classical Romances. I've been looking at this. I don't think it says who translated it anywhere, which I'm really sad about. These, based on the limited research that Ryan and I did, it looks like these were published in the 1900s. And the goal of this collection was to bring translated works to the US, maybe the UK, I'm not sure, but to English speakers. So this might have been one of the first translations of this work, but there he is, Turgenev. And this book was $10. And then we have a little like transfer paper page, the title page, and there's a little note about Turgenev, and then it's the text of the story. So I left with that one. It really felt like fate. I saw Journal of a Novel by John Steinbeck. I was about to order this one after reading East of Eden. I really, really want to read it. And this is a writer journal. This is his journal and his method in writing, and I'm only 2 letters in, and I already feel it so acutely, and I think maybe it will help my own writing, which is very exciting. But I read the publisher's note, and then I went back and reread the dedication to East of Eden, and I was in tears. It's that much more impactful. And I've read the first 2 letters. I just want to read a little bit from them, especially the first one. The first one was the one that just really, really hit me. We come now to the book. It has been planned a long time. I planned it when I didn't know what it was about. I developed a language for it that I will never use. This seems such a waste of the few years a man has to write in. And still, I do not think I could have written it before now. Of course, it would have been a book, but not this book. I remember when you gave me this thick, black, expensive book to write in. See how well I have kept it for this book. Even the first two letters, the sense that this is what he wants to write, but not feeling prepared to write it. Everything's been leading up to this moment, everything he's previously written. It's just been the warm up, essentially. And Murakami talked about this in his latest book, which was essentially a rewriting of pretty much the second book that he wrote in his career. And he said they're both the stories, they're both different versions of the same story I wanted to tell, and I couldn't tell this story. I wasn't developed enough as a writer to tell this story until now. A few years a man has to write in. This is, I think, one of the last novels Steinbeck wrote before his ultimate death, and he's writing letters to his publisher. So as he's writing Eden, and that's what this book is, it's the letters that he's writing to his editor, his publisher, as he's writing this novel. So each day he started with a letter and then he wrote East of Eden. The last few years have been painful. I don't know whether they have hurt permanently or not. I feel that coming out of lockdown, going into law, I don't know if that's been permanent. And he talks about writing to his boys. For I have discovered that there are other rivers. This book will be the most difficult of all I've ever attempted. Whether I am good enough or gifted enough remains to be seen. I do have a good background. I have love and I have had pain. I still have anger, but I can find no bitterness in myself. There may be some bitterness, but if there is, I don't know where it can be. I do not seem to have the kind of selfless that nourishes it. So that's that one. I'm taking it really slow, but I'm loving it so far. Next, I picked up another copy of East of Eden. This one's for my friend. She couldn't find a used copy anywhere. This is a Penguin Black Spine edition. There's only one crack in the spine, and otherwise it's in great shape. And this was about $6. So I'm very happy about that. And the last one I picked up was another Steinbeck. It is Travels with Charlie, which was just recommended to me by a friend in a book club, and it's a nice little Penguin Modern Classics edition. It's in great shape.